if there are no symptoms, generally speaking, how do we then detect prostate cancer? So can you talk a little bit about some of the screening options that are out there?
Sure. So let's talk about screening for prostate cancer, what it is and who should get it. Screening is essentially trying to find out whether or not a population has cancer. So you screen the population and you talk to members of the community with the hope of catching those cancers before they spread and cause a problem. So the American Urological Association recommends something called shared decision making. And essentially, just as we're having a conversation about prostate cancer now, if you're between the ages of 55 and 69, you should have a conversation with your physician about prostate cancer screening. And prostate cancer screening typically consists of a blood test, PSA. PSA stands for prostate specific antigen. It's essentially a protein that's produced by prostate cells. It circulates in the blood. And if you have a higher level of PSA, we worry about prostate cancer. Another component of prostate cancer screening is a digital rectal examination. It's a rectal exam where a urologist or your primary care provider would essentially place their finger in your rectum to feel as if there are any prostate abnormalities. And what I mean by prostate abnormalities, sometimes we feel bumps and lumps. The surface of the prostate should be smooth, but if it feels rough or if it doesn't feel even, if one side is larger than the other, that could clue us into a diagnosis of prostate cancer. So if you're between the ages of 55 and 69, you should have a conversation with your doc about that. So that's a man of average risk, just all comers. So say if you're a guy with a family history of prostate cancer, you might want to have that discussion a little earlier on, maybe if you're 50, or if you're like myself, African-American with a strong family history of prostate cancer, whose father died from prostate cancer, you should have that discussion starting at age 45.